In preparation for van life, I switched my cats from kibble to wet food and away from free feeding to having feeding times. This way, they hear the pop of the can, they know it's time to eat. And this will make it a lot easier for them to get acclimated to coming into the van and hanging out in it. Today is the first day of van exploration for these two, so they are a little bit nervous. We brought them in their cat carriers. They have their harnesses and leashes on, but the leashes are not attached to the carriers, so they are free to roam and explore. We hit the road in a couple of months, so we are beginning to only feed them in the van starting today. Now, today they were more preoccupied with exploring than with eating. Grace did have some of her food. Minerva has not eaten anything yet today, and we did come in to the van for a couple hours for breakfast, for about an hour around lunchtime, and for a couple hours in the evening. In fact, as I'm recording the voiceover for this, I am sitting in the van and they're both sleeping soundly, just chilling in the van. They're both really settled down. They really love it in here. They love all of the windows, and being able to see around. And they're getting along with each other a lot more than typically they would. Usually Minerva is the one that's really standoffish, but in the van she was following Grace around, probably because Grace was the one familiar thing in the van, besides my bed. And they just loved looking out all of these big windows and sniffing around and seeing new things, which was uncharacteristic. Every time I've moved them from apartment to apartment, it's been a very traumatic event. But today, moving into the van, hanging out in the van, was nothing but a joy. So glad I had my bed in here, though. They really enjoyed it. I did have to cut down the bed about 5 inches to fit it in here, which was a little bit of an ordeal. The steel was tough to get through with the hacksaw, but eventually I got it under control, then bent back all the wires, stuffed the stuffing back in and around, and smushed it into the van, and it has a very snug fit. So these cats have just been enjoying hanging out in the van all day, getting acclimated, and really being pretty peaceful with each other, which I am so happy about. I think they really like the peace and quiet in here. I am excited to hit the road with them in a couple of months.